Say you're building a content moderation system. You've got the content intake, which receives new comments, and a content classifier, which checks each one for spam or toxicity. Simple enough. But it has to do more. Comments arrive in bursts, and the classifier can be slow, so you add a queue. You want a record of every verdict, so you add a database. Now comments need to come in over the web, so you add HTTP. You want to flag a moderator when something's toxic, so you add email. And it keeps going. Auth, observability, a scheduler. None of these choices are unreasonable. The problem is what each one brings with it. A new API, a new SDK, a new config, new permissions, a new lifecycle, and a new place to debug when something breaks. So the cost isn't just the capability you added, it's the integration project that comes with it. So how does 3i solve for this integration tax? By changing the unit of addition. Instead of asking which product to integrate next, you ask which worker should join the system. A worker is any process that connects to the engine and registers what it can do. The capabilities it exposes are functions. A function is a unit of work with a stable name. A trigger is anything that causes a function to run, an HTTP request, a queue message, a schedule, or a call from another worker. You add a worker, and its functions appear in the catalog. The rest of the system can call them. Let's make it real with our content moderation system. We have two workers, content intake and content classifier. Here's the classifier worker, custom built in Python. First, the handler. Text comes in, a label comes out. Then we turn that capability into a worker. It gets the worker name content classifier. Then it registers the classifier as content classify. That's the function name the rest of the system will use. Now here's content intake, the TypeScript worker that takes the comment. It doesn't import the classifier, and it doesn't know where it runs. It just triggers that function by name. Both of these are local workers, your own code in your project folder. And they join the system the same way, one line each. That's it. Your own code is now part of the system, callable by name. 2 languages, 2 runtimes, no gRPC, no REST contract, no shared client. One side triggers a function that the other side registered. So that integration burden from before, gone. So now we have 2 workers in our system. Next, we need a queue because the classifier is occasionally slow. You don't want to block the user. With 3i, you don't need to build a custom queue worker. It's already available in the worker registry. Adding it is just a single line on the terminal. 3i worker add, and then the worker name, queue. 1 line, that's your integration for the queue. And now, the queue's functions and triggers are available, durable publish, retries, and dead letter handling. We didn't stand up a broker, we didn't set up an integration, no custom client. We just added a worker. And the same move keeps working to add new capabilities. First, give the system a front door for comments coming in over the web. Another worker available in the 3i registry. So just 1 line to add, 3i, worker add, HTTP. Now HTTP has joined the same runtime, and content intake can be exposed as an endpoint. Next, give the system storage for every verdict. 3i worker add database. Now database has joined too. Same command, same shape. Each one goes in just like any other worker, and the moment it joins, every other worker can use it in any language. And notice what we haven't been doing. We haven't been integrating isolated services, each behind its own contract. Everything we've added joined the same system in the same way, which means the system can describe itself. And we can observe it through the 3i console or any open telemetry compatible provider. Let's take a look. Here's the 3i console. Start with workers. Every worker we've added is here. The content intake, the classifier, the queue, the database, the HTTP front door, all visible. Now look at functions. These are the capabilities each worker registered, and every other worker can discover them. And here are the triggers that set work in motion. So the console isn't just a dashboard. It's the live shape of the system. You can see exactly which capabilities are available across the whole system. At this point, we have a capable content moderation pipeline built entirely out of workers. So how else can we extend it? Let's look at the worker registry. It's a catalog of pre-built workers, ready to add. It's public, which means anyone can build a worker for any service and publish it. The moment they do, every 3i system can add it. Here's what's in it today. Some workers are runtime fabric, like Q and HTTP. Some connect to storage, email, files, code, and execution. And some are for building agentic systems directly. Sandbox gives the system isolated execution for code you don't fully trust. Harness goes further. It's a meta worker, a bundle of workers and functions for building agentic applications, orchestration, governance, sessions, context, model providers, and budget controls. And it joins the system the same way every other worker does. 3i, worker add, harness. And that's the same pattern we've been using the whole time. Completely different capabilities, every one of them the same shape, all workers. That is how lasting software paradigms work. A primitive small enough to hold in your head and powerful enough to keep scaling. And that means we now have one engine, one contract for every capability, one answer when the system needs to grow. Add a worker.